We're back. I always like it when the solicitor comes. Makes me feel good. I haven't seen him. See, if I'm not seeing you unless it's here on the show, then
You're doing pretty good.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, man, we're here to suck up.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, boys, I really do like coming here. I can count on one time. I can count on one hand the number of times I can sit at the table this size and be the best looking guy at the table.
All right.
Just does not happen.
Yeah.
You know, I hate to say it, but I think he's right. Daggone.
All right, there. Yeah. We'll get to you in a bit.
Yeah,
right?
I knew I shouldn't have said
We
that.
may get to you in a bit.
Yeah. I got to take care of some business. My good friends over at the Jerry Cox Company. They've been
Yes,
around
sir.
a while. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get
They
my
do.
gas from them.
Do you know?
Yes, sir.
That's
I
good.
sure do.
I knew you drove by. I was hoping you stopped.
Yes.
That's good. Well, honk. Honk, tell them I said howdy.
Yeah, I will.
Hey, here's something for you. Jerry Cox Company Daily Almanac. This day, 1940, one of my favorite songs, When You Wish Upon a Star, was recorded.
Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah,
good,
man.
That is. It's a great little song.
That little old Disney thing.
Yeah. Oh, was that little from Pinocchio?
I think so.
No.
I think he sang it, didn't he?
Jiminy Cricket. I
Yeah,
thought.
yeah.
No. Guess who was born this day in 1955? Steve Jobs.
Oh, wow.
Rich boy.
Well, he became a rich boy.
Sure did. He did very well for
Did well.
himself.
Started
didn't
out in his garage.
he? Isn't that something?
Yeah. 1981, Buckingham Palace announced the engagement of Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer. All right, we don't talk a lot about the royal family here on this show, so we just move right on.
I don't blame you.
My wife was obsessed with Lady Di, you know, the whole wedding and then the kids, and now Meghan Markle and Prince, whatever his name is. She married what, Harry?
Right, yeah, right. The prince just screwed over Diane. That
and
just
they
wasn't
come on,
right.
and I'm like, I got to go. She goes, what is your deal with the royal family? I said, it's in my DNA.
Yeah.
We left that bunch 200 and some plus years ago. We've
That's
had
right.
it with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Falling out.
Yeah. Had a big falling out. I believe back in those days they called that an insurrection, but I'm not
think
quite
so.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue
Especially
bloods,
if
old
you're
blue
wearing
blood.
a red coat. Well, how you doing, friend?
I've been doing great. You know, I've gotten my second shot. I'm pretty much immune now. You know, last time I'd just gone through COVID or was going through COVID and talked with you guys. So I just can't wait till everything gets back to normal. I would love for you one day that y'all ain't working, take a few days off, and let's go on a I've been talking to y'all about it for a while.
You
but
want to
the
go on a train
trip.
Yeah. Oh, my.
Really?
I'm telling you, horse
Oh,
tracks.
yeah.
Yes, Deacon, you
I
would
know
love
some
it.
of the bunch you ride on that train,
Well,
and
that'd
it
be
would be
cool.
fun.
Yes, sir. It's a really good time. There's no destination, you know.
Where do you guys board, over in Florence?
Florence, and you know the crazy part is you could literally drive in less time than you can take a train.
Do they do a lot of stops like the old buses used to? Stopping every little
stopping
town?
Wilson and every you know,
Wilson?
yeah. Sure
Oh,
do.
yeah.
All the way up.
That's
Wow.
north of where I grew up. I know
Yeah.
Wilson.
But once they get up into Washington, you have to unload and get on another train, and then it's no play. I mean, it's like one of those in Japan or whatever, or China, the
Super
real
fast
quick
trains?
Yes.
Fast ones, yeah.
But it's more like the 1870s. Before that, it's chug, chug, chug. And you, at times, come up beside the interstate and you see cars zooming past you. But you don't get to sit in the food cart and, you know, just cut up and let somebody else drive. And you could, honestly, you could fly cheaper than the plane.
You're not selling it. You said it's
No.
going to take me a little longer than to drive.
It takes longer, but it's the fellowship. And you get to, you know, look at everybody else that's riding the train, and it's a, you know, it's a different group than would be up in a plane. So
Well, now
it's
where do you
always-
go? You just ride around?
They
or-
go
No.
from point A to point B.
Yeah,
we go
that's all they do.
to we go to somewhere in Delaware.
Oh, yeah?
And
That sounds
Just
exciting.
somewhere?
Yeah, somewhere.
And from there, we'll go over to Philadelphia for a day. There's a lot going on there. We went one time to a Harley Davidson plant somewhere in Pennsylvania. Me and you took a trip to.
Yeah, Langhorne, which
Yeah.
was north of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You going to bring that up?
Well, no, but
Yeah.
but
Oh, yeah.
but it was a good time. I had gone. I'd never been out of Horry County, and Jack asked me one day about going. I said, "Yeah, I'd love. I've never."
We were both single men at that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Neither one of us could pull that
I
off.
bet there's
today.
quite a story with this one, huh?
Well, there's a
You two
lot
guys.
of them, but
Yeah.
I went on this promise I would get to see something,
Yeah.
And shoot, it was straight there, and I kept saying, Jack, hey, I got to use the bathroom. Well, we're in Washington. We get off here, we'll never get back on. Okay. Well, Jack, we're in Baltimore. If we get, and when we stopped, I promise you, I couldn't go. I mean, it was just froze up.
You were impacted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. But
I wouldn't have told that.
well, it's the truth. I've never been so.
I didn't think I
uncomfortable.
could stop. Because
well-
remember when I hit the brakes, you're like going, slow down, hit the brakes. And I said, man, I've had my foot on the brakes. I mean, yeah, but that little U-Haul thing, I had it overpacked. And
Yeah, but you don't want to stop. I'm
Well,
like that.
We hit the North Carolina-Virginia border, and it turned into an ice storm, if you
Oh, yeah, it
remember.
was terrible.
When I pulled over to
Yes.
get gas.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
we
it
slid in.
was.
We slid up to. He's like going, "Turn it around. It's only going to get worse. We're going north." No.
We've started now.
How about that $8 a night motel?
Oh my God! I think
Aren't you
that's
going to pull over and spend the night somewhere? No, we're going to sleep in the truck. No, I'm there on business, man. That was a consignment deal.
we would have been better off staying in the truck.
Yeah, yeah. But I did drop you off at the big house, and you got to see
Oh yeah,
You got
got
to
to
see-
meet all of Jack's family.
Oh, yeah?
all of them.
Yeah.
Part of them.
Yeah.
The ones that weren't in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a good time.
it was a good time.
So now this train ride. See, I'm getting excited about this. This
You'd
sounds
love
like-
it. I promise you.
Or when do we leave?
I think we got to get past COVID.
Yeah.
But,
Right, yeah.
But once we do, I promise you, it is the best time. There's no real destination. It's just get up, maybe go to the horse track one day. There's a bunch of stuff up there to see.
Man.
Amish country, Johnny loves that.
Oh, that's good cooking.
Yeah, I knew
up there.
you
Yeah.
was going to say Johnny
Yeah.
Allen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he loves that. The truth is, I can see why them Amish get so angry, though. I swear to you. Could you imagine? I bet you in 1985, that crowd,
The things to ask.
but that crowd in 1985 pulled up to Baker's Chapel Road and probably,
The Amish.
and sit out in the car and watch me work. And they were like, that kid there, he can work. Because I'm promising you, I was doing a lot more than I saw them doing up there, and with probably less tools. Back in the 80s, Daddy didn't believe in any of that. It's just make whatever work. And it
Right.
was peanuts or, tobacco or whatever else without the tools, or potatoes. The Amish got it a lot easier than I had it. I can promise you.
Really?
that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, the cows at least were slower than the tractor. If you got to push a plow, it's better to let the cows or the
Yeah.
mules pull it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Wow.
I promise you, they could have got an eye.
So is that one of the conversations that came up as y'all
Oh, yeah.
riding through
Yeah,
Amish
yeah.
country up there?
But could you imagine you trying to work? This is what you do, and full of people just pull up on the side of the road. Look at him. Look at him. Look at like you in a zoo or something.
Right.
What were they doing? Recruiting or what?
No, they
Looking
were
for
out there
like a
working.
work?
They
Oh,
were
they were
behind these
working.
big Belgian horses.
Oh, yeah.
Plowing and stuff. And then you got all of these people from South Carolina or wherever else just pulled up on the side of the road gawking at them.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. Go up there to the restaurants, eat, and get off these back roads and let us work.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm telling you
But,
what, they got the best food ever.
It's really good.
Oh, yeah.
They make homemade.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it
It's
was
on
every-
every corner. They got
Yeah.
little produce stands and the butter.
Yeah, sassafras.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what that was, but it's homemade. Let's try it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a really good time. I can tell you when we went the last time, we got on the double-decker bus.
Right.
And we're riding around, and I said, "Hey, that's where Betsy Ross made the flag. Can we get off?" No. We'll ride through, and then we'll come back. Where's the Liberty Bell? You want to see the Liberty? We'll come back. Let's just see everything. As soon as the bus got back to the start, hey man, if we leave right now, we can be in Amish country in an hour and a half. I said, I've seen Philadelphia in 30 minutes. The birthplace of America. and now I got to go look at a donkey for 2 days. It was,
Yeah.
it
That
was,
seems like you got the run of the deal because you didn't see a
that's
Liberty Bell on
Johnny-
my trip.
But that's Johnny Allen, isn't
Oh,
it?
really? That sounds like I need to go.
Oh, God.
We
Yeah,
see
man.
the same things we
Yes.
like. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jack, we going to stop and see the No, we ain't going to see no Liberty Bell.
Oh.
No, we got to get back.
That's where the Sixers play. Keep riding. Keep riding. Hurry up, man. Let's move.
Well, back in normal times when you had less time to reflect and had a busy court schedule,
Yeah, right.
we did take care of the people's business. I love your stories, man. I really do.
Yeah.
What is the COVID impact really of what you do and your great staff?
Well, obviously, we have started and stopped, and it's all coming out of Columbia. So it's nothing local that's going on, but we opened it up for trials. We had, I think, 4 weeks of jury trials. We did 5 trials in those 4 weeks. I mean, we really made the most of the time. Up until January, we were able to have in-court pleas. But that got cut out in January. Of course, it was spiking again locally, and it's still cut out. So the reality of it is now there's only one show in town, and that is court's still going on, but we got to focus on the people that are out at the jail. And we've been doing a good bit of that. We've been trying to, sort of mine that place for pleas. You still can't do trials. We're doing motions out there at the jail. It is, to be quite honest, it's pretty inefficient. It is, again, like pulling eye teeth. But all of that hard work has kept us from being right at the same numbers that we were at at the end of 2019, at the end of 2020. So it has been worth it. In other parts of the state, they've gone from, say, 6,500 warrants to 11,000. Our warrants have gone from 9,300 to 9,600. So we've gained a little weight, but nothing like other parts of the state, and that's because we've really been staying after it anytime that there was an opportunity to do court or trials or anything else. But there is still going to be, when this all loosens up, there's just going to be massive amounts of cases that we got to get to. You can move a lot of this simple stuff, but we've got 60 pending murders now.
What?
Yeah.
Good grief.
Sure do. And usually you would want that number somewhere around 40. So that's added up. The end of 2018, for 2019, the murder rate for Horry County just plummeted. I mean, there was none. At the end of 2018, we had taken down this huge group around Cedar Branch. You remember the whole federal, the FBI came in and we worked with them and cleaned up that whole community. Man, the violent crime rate plunged in 2019. But for whatever reason, 2020 came back with a vengeance, even with COVID. It wasn't nearly as much gang type murders, but it was a lot of aggravation type stuff. And
It's called cabin fever.
it's got to be.
Yeah.
It's got to be. But when you're dead, you're dead, and it doesn't matter if it's.
Now, when you bring them you can't bring them to court. So what do? Do you do the Zoom thing or what?
We have to do Zoom. Everybody gets a bond hearing, but if it's if it's a violent criminal, we try to keep them from getting a bond. Now sometimes the judges disagree with us and turn them loose, but invariably that same person will violate again and be right back in, and most of the time then they don't get out on bond. So Philip's got a mess. He's got lower numbers now.
That would be the sheriff.
Yeah.
Some folks may not.
And
know who Philip
the
is.
sheriff runs the jail too. It's not just so out at the jail. Any other time in history, it's been a good mix between nonviolent people and slightly violent people, but now it's just really a lot of violent people and very few nonviolent. They're all out on bond, so that's tough, and that's tough in itself. It's a lot harder to manage violent criminals than it would be nonviolent.
Well, I can't wait till we can get back to normal, whatever that's going to look like.
Amen.
I'm scratching my head.
Yeah. Well, we're closer than we were, and I think once these vaccines roll out, and I think we're going to live with COVID to some extent, from now on. I don't think that we're going to be successful in getting rid of this virus. I heard the other day the only one they really got rid of was polio.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Well, that's what I heard of as far as the vaccinations.
Yeah.
They say, well, you're going to have to get 2, and now they're saying you may have to get 1 every year or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's experimental.
Yeah.
So, may never go away.
Well, I want to go on the train right now.
I do too.
I'm ready.
When do y'all typically go? Spring?
Yeah, May. I try to do it when we're really, really busy. I mean,
Yeah.
get out of here when it's about to hit.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
May.
And say, hey guys,
I'm going to
keep
start seeing if I
rolling.
can sell that to the family at home.
Yeah.
I have my work cut out for me.
Man,
wanna go
I'm
on
ready. I'm ready. I'm going to go ahead and pack a bag.
I
I'm going to
promise
be ready.
you, it would be life-changing. I
No,
know y'all have seen a lot.
I
but-
want video rights. I'm recording it. I
Yes.
promise you that. Hey, we'll be back with more in just a moment.